Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Topic for today's quiz is IAS Prelims Paper 2018. Question number 1. Why is a plant called Prosopis juliflora often mentioned in news? Option A. Its extract is widely used in cosmetics. Option B. It tends to reduce the biodiversity in the area in which it grows. Option C. Its extract is used in the synthesis of pesticides. Option D. None of them. The correct answer is Option B. It tends to reduce the biodiversity in the area in which it grows. This plant is a native of Mexico and spread throughout India. It's an aggressive colonizer, a common weed of wastelands, scrublands, and degraded forests. Since it's mentioned under the head of invasive alien species, so it would reduce biodiversity in the area. Question number 2. Which of the following statements best describes carbon fertilization? Option A. Increased plant growth due to increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Option B. Increased temperature of Earth due to increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Option C. Increased acidity of oceans as a result of increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Option D. Adaptation of all living beings on Earth to the climate change brought about by the increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The correct answer is Option A. Increased plant growth due to increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Studies have shown that increased concentrations of carbon dioxide increase photosynthesis, spurring plant growth. Results showed that carbon dioxide fertilization explains 70% of the greening effect. Question number 3. The term sixth mass extinction or sixth extinction is often mentioned in the news in the context of the discussion of Option A. Widespread monoculture practices in agriculture and large-scale commercial farming with indiscriminate use of chemicals in many parts of the world that may result in the loss of good native ecosystems. Option B. Fears of a possible collisions of a meteorite with the Earth in the near future in the manner it happened 65 million years ago that caused the mass extinction of many species including those of dinosaurs. Option C. Large-scale cultivation of genetically modified crops in many parts of the world and promoting their cultivation in other parts of the world which may cause the disappearance of good native crop plants and the loss of food biodiversity. Option D. Mankind's overexploitation or misuse of natural resources, fragmentation or loss of natural habitats, destruction of ecosystems, pollution and global climate change. The correct answer is Option D. Mankind's overexploitation or misuse of natural resources, fragmentation or loss of natural habitats, destruction of ecosystems, pollution and global climate change. Scientists are suggesting that the sixth mass extinction is underway as there is a special loss of 100 to 1000 every year. The normal background extinction rate is about 10 to 25 species per year. Habitat loss, overpopulation of humans, pollution, overharvesting, and invasive species invasion are cited as the main reasons. Question number 4. In which one of the following states is Pakhul Wildlife Sanctuary located? Option A. Arunachal Pradesh. Option B. Manipur. Option C. Meghalaya. Option D. Nagaland. The correct answer is Option A. Arunachal Pradesh. Pakhul or Pakke Tiger Reserve is in Arunachal Pradesh, so if there is a wildlife sanctuary in Pakhul. Question number 5. The Partnership for Action on Green Economy page, a UN mechanism to assist countries transition towards greener and more inclusive economies, emerged at Option A. The Earth Summit on Sustainable Development 2002, Johannesburg. Option B. The United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development 2012, Rio de Janeiro. Option C. The United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change 2015, Paris. Option D. The World Sustainable Development Summit 2016, New Delhi? The correct answer is option B. The United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development 2012, Rio de Janeiro. In 2012, Rio+20, the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, was held in Brazil. Partnership for Action on Green Economy page was launched in 2013 as a response to the call at Rio+20 to support those countries wishing to embark on greener and more inclusive growth trajectories. Question number 6. Momentum for Change, Climate Neutral Now is an initiative launched by option A. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Option B. The UNEP Secretariat. Option C. The UNFCCC Secretariat. Option D. The World Meteorological Organization. The correct answer is option C. The UNFCCC Secretariat. UNFCCC Secretariat launched its Climate Neutral Now initiative in 2015. The following year, the Secretariat launched a new pillar under its Momentum for Change initiative focused on climate neutral now, as part of larger efforts to showcase successful climate action around the world. Question number 7. Which one of the following is an artificial lake? Option: Kodaikanal, Tamil Nadu. Option B: Kolleru, Andhra Pradesh. Option C: Nainital, Uttarakhand. Option D: Renuka, Himachal Pradesh. The correct answer is option: Kodaikanal, Tamil Nadu. Kodaikanal has 154-year-old artificially built lake. Question number 8. Among the following cities, which one lies on a longitude to that of Delhi? Option A: Bengaluru. Option B: Hyderabad. Option C: Nagpur. Option D: Pune. The correct answer is option A: Bengaluru. Question number 9. Which one of the following best describes the term merchant discount rate sometimes seen in the news? Option A: the incentive given by a bank to a merchant for accepting payments through debit cards pertaining to that bank. Option B: the amount paid back by banks to their customers when they use debit cards for financial transactions for purchasing goods or services. Option C: the charge to a merchant by a bank for accepting payments from his customers through the bank's debit cards. Option D: the incentive given by the government to merchants for promoting point-of-sale POS machines and debit cards. The correct answer is option C: the charge to a merchant by a bank for accepting payments from his customers through the bank's debit cards. Merchant discount rate (MDR) is the fee borne by the merchant for using credit and debit card payment system. To encourage digital transactions, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology had announced. Question number 10. Which one of the following links all the ATMs in India? Option A: Indian Banks Association. Option B: National Securities Depository Limited. Option C: National Payments Corporation of India. Option D: Reserve Bank of India. The correct answer is option C: National Payments Corporation of India. Till 2009, RBI's Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology that provided the linkages to ATM network in India, but afterwards, it was taken over by NPC's National Financial Switch, NFS. Question number 11. Which one of the following statements correctly describes the meaning of legal tender money? Option A: the money which is tendered in courts of law to defray the fee of legal cases. Option B: the money which a creditor is under compulsion to accept in settlement of his claims. Option C: the bank money in the form of checks, drafts, bills of exchange. Option D: the metallic money in circulation in country. The correct answer is option B: the money which a creditor is under compulsion to accept in settlement of his claims. Legal tender is fiat money which cannot be refused by any citizen of the country for settlement of any kind of transaction. Question number 12. India enacted the Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act, 1999 in order to comply with the obligations to Option A. ILO. Option B. IMF. Option C. UNCTAD. Option D. WTO. The correct answer is Option D. WTO. GI indicators fall under WTO domain. Question number 13. If a commodity is provided free to the public by the government, then Option A. The opportunity cost is zero. Option B. The opportunity cost is ignored. Option C. The opportunity cost is transferred from the consumers of the product to the tax-paying public. Option D. The opportunity cost is transferred from the consumers of the product to the government. The correct answer is Option C. The opportunity cost is transferred from the consumers of the product to the tax-paying public. As per microeconomics, the opportunity cost is zero for free goods such as air and common goods such as fish or grazing land. For public goods such as street light and defense, the opportunity cost is involved though it's not zero. Even though the consumer is getting it for free, the opportunity cost is transferred to the government. Question number 14. Increase in absolute and per capita real GNP do not connote a higher level of economic development if Option A. Industrial output fails to keep pace with agricultural output. Option B. Agricultural output fails to keep pace with industrial output. Option C. Poverty and unemployment increase. Option D. Imports grow faster than exports. The correct answer is Option C. Poverty and unemployment increase. Economic development includes not only economic growth but also various other economic changes that improve the quality of life or standard of living of people in a country. If with economic growth, a country experiences various economic changes such as a reduction in poverty and unemployment, reduction in income and wealth inequality, increase in literacy rate, improvement in health and hygiene etc. that improve the quality of life, then that is economic development. Question number 15. Despite being a high-saving economy, capital formation may not result in a significant increase in output due to Option A. Weak administrative machinery. Option B. Illiteracy. Option C. High population density. Option D. High capital output ratio. The correct answer is Option D. High capital output ratio. Capital output ratio measures the percentage in capital formation required obtaining a percentage increase in GDP. Entrepreneurs, by investing their own savings and informally mobilizing the savings of their friends and relatives, contribute to the process of capital formation. These informal funding supplements the funds made available by the formal means of raising resources from banks, financial institutions and capital markets. Question number 16. In the federation established by the Government on India Act of 1935, residuary power were given to the Option A. Federal Legislature. Option B. Governor General. Option C. Provincial Legislature. Option D. Provincial Governors. The correct answer is Option B. Governor General. Residuary powers were in the hands of Governor General. Question number 17. If the President of India exercises his power as provided under Article 356 of the Constitution in respect of a particular state, then Option A. The Assembly of the state is automatically dissolved. Option B. The powers of the legislature of the state shall be exercisable by or under the authority of the Parliament. Option C. Article 19 is suspended in the state. Option D. The President can make laws relating to that state. The correct answer is Option B. The powers of the legislature of the state shall be exercisable by or under the authority of the Parliament. The President's rule can be proclaimed under Article 356. He can declare that the powers of the state legislature are to be exercised by the Parliament. Question number 18. With reference to the religious practices in India, the Sthanakvasi sect belongs to Option A. Buddhism. Option B. Jainism. Option C. Vaishnavism. Option D. Shaivism. The correct answer is Option B. Jainism. Sthanakvasi don't differ much from the other Svetambara Jainas, hence nowadays they invariably call themselves as Svetambara Sthanakvasi. Question number 19. With reference to Indian history, who among the following is a future Buddha, yet to come to save the world? Option A. Avalokitesvara. Option B. Lokeshwara. Option C. Maitreya. Option D. Padmapani. The correct answer is Option C. Maitreya. Maitreya is the future Buddha, whose coming was said to have been prophesied by the historical Buddha and who in years to come would purify the world with his teachings. Question number 20. The well-known painting Bani Thani belongs to the Option A. Bundi School. Option B. Jaipur School. Option C. Kangra School. Option D. Kishnagar School. The correct answer is Option D. Kishnagar School. Paintings at Kishnagar is associated with the most romantic legends, Savant Singh and his beloved Bani Thani, and of the intertwining of lives and myths, romance and bhakti. It is sometimes argued that the woman in Bani Thani is said to resemble the character of Radha. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.